What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm looking at some more NBA plays today over on PrizePicks. These plays also apply to other apps and sportsbooks out there. These plays will be for everybody. Yesterday, we went 1-1. We also had one that was a do not play since we took Luka. But overall, we have had a great NBA season so far, over 84 units of profit, looking to get a 3-0 sweep in today's video. We had the light go in yesterday's video, which is why we have 3 plays in today's video. If you want a third play in tomorrow's video also, leave a like on this video. 175 likes, and I will drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. Before we get to these free plays though, don't miss out on joining the DubClub. You join the DubClub right now with a free trial down in my description. Join 2 days for free. You can cancel at any time. It includes all of my plays getting straight sent to your phone. It includes plays for the NBA, the NHL, and the MLB, which returns in 6 days. We have already been 4-0 this year in the MLB since we had a 2-game series of the regular season already happened. But this year we are over 80 units of profit in the NBA, over 50 units of profit in the NHL. Combine that, we are over $6,000 of profit if you had $50 units. So we've been absolutely crushing it this year in both the NBA and the NHL. Then we have the MLB coming back in 6 days, which is one of, if not my best sport. Super excited for that to come back here. But also when you join the DubClub, you get access to the Discord. This is where you can talk to me and other members about plays and what's going on. We have an awesome community that's extremely positive. Love the community we got going on right now. You'll also get plays from my contributors and Prop the Props, Asby's, and Emo. Asby's has been absolutely insane. He's been sweeping left and right, especially with his PGA plays. He also has college basketball plays posted as well. He's absolutely crushing it right now in the Discord. So don't miss out. Join 2 days for free in my description, or you could just join for the next month for only $15, which is $20 off your first month. Both options are available down in my description. Come join me and other members over in the DubClub. If you're not yet on PrizePicks, make sure you use promo code DOMG. That will get you this offer here. Play $5, get $50 instantly. And let's get to these plays. Just make sure you play responsibly and at your own risk. Leave a like on the video and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. The most important thing, though, is having those post notifications on so that way you can get in before these lines get bumped or get removed. Let's get to these plays here. The first play I like on the PrizePicks board for tonight's slate is going to be over in the points in the rebounds category or the PRA category. You can take either Jalen Duren over 27.5 PRA, or you can take his points and rebounds at 25. It depends on what you think for his assists tonight. Personally, the DubClub was able to lock him in at 26.5 PRA or 24.5 points and rebounds. Both have since been bumped, but I do still like the 26.5 PRA better, which you can find on other apps still. So I'm going to talk about this PRA here, but just know that the points and rebounds is also pretty good. But he's over in 45% of games this year at 26.5. We move this to 27.5, it bumps down to 39.5. So again, if you have other apps available, try to find this one at 26.5. It is available on other apps out there. But the hit rate at 24.5 points and rebounds is at 45%. When you move that up to 25, it bumps down to 39%. We said at least 25 and 45% of games. So I'll do a little bit of a write-up and explanation here about the 45% hit rate here on the points and rebounds. So this year, you can see he's been over in 7 of his last 10 games. He's actually been really good in his last 20. He's over in 60% of his last 20 games. But when you give him actually good quality minutes, which is not dealing with foul trouble or not dealing with blowouts, he's actually over in 75% of his last 20 games, where he's actually been hooked twice also. A lot of these games, by the way, are really tough matchups. You have Orlando here with being the toughest matchup on paper there. You have Pacers, who are a little bit of a better matchup. Then you also have Boston Celtics here, who rank 4th. The Clippers here, who rank 2nd. And then the OKC Thunder, who rank 5th. So these matchups are extremely tough. 4 out of his 5 misses are bottom 5 matchups, as you can see there. So very, very tough teams that he's played. But now you get a matchup here against Dallas, who he has already been over against, by the way. Back on January 31st, he dropped 29 against them with 16 points and 13 rebounds. And the Dallas Mavericks, they rank 22nd in points allowed per game and 19th in rebounds allowed per game. So I'm loving the matchup. I'm loving the hit rate and things like that. I think the only ways that this one could lose, obviously there's a bunch of random things that could happen, but the main ways that this one could lose is he doesn't stay out of foul trouble or this game is a blowout. It has an 8.5 point spread. I'm not super concerned about a blowout. Last time they played, the Pistons beat them by 15 points. It wasn't a complete blowout. And in that game, he still played 30 minutes. So I'm kind of hoping we see the same deal this time around. And he is actually pretty good in wins. If you look at games where he plays at least 24 minutes and they win, the hit rate just skyrockets, as you can see there. Over in 13 of his last 14 games when he wins and he has 24 plus minutes. And that one game was a hook in a really tough matchup there against Boston. So as long as we get a relatively close game and he sees good quality minutes, I think he's going to come through. I don't see him getting into foul trouble. He was really good last time about not really getting into foul trouble. Not completely, but I will say early. He had 4 total fouls, but he didn't foul in the first half or anything like that, which is really, really good, of course. But there are definitely times where he can get himself into foul trouble. He's covered before, this Miami game there, but that Clippers game there, he actually fouled out of, which was just really, really bad for him. He only played about 26 minutes in that game, even though it was only an 8-point loss. So as long as he stays out of foul trouble, as long as we get a good quality, close, competitive game here, which I think we could end up seeing here against Dallas, I think that Jalen Duren should be in a really nice spot here to go over his points and rebounds or his PRA tonight. I do kind of like the upside, though, of the assists factoring into that PRA, though. Although he is a plus 100 over 2.5, there are games where he just goes absolutely absurd with his assists, like 4 and 6 right there against the Pelicans. What I do really like, too, is that he actually had 5 potential assists last game against the Miami Heat. Although he only had 1 assist, 5 potentials there. I mean, he could have had up to 5 in that game. And against Dallas earlier this year, back on the 31st, he actually had 5 assists against them on 5 potential assists. So I think there is upside for him to have like 3 assists in this game here, but overall, I think the points and rebounds is probably a little bit better on PrizePicks if you really had to choose, but that's really up to you if you want to factor in the assists or not to the PRA or just stick with the 25 points and rebounds. Before we get to my next play, if you're not already on DraftKings Pick 6, is a new DFS app out there from DraftKings. So if PrizePicks is in your state, there's a decent chance that DraftKings Pick 6 is also in your state. There's some really nice plays on the board here, and they also have a welcome offer right now. If you use promo code DOMG, you'll get this promo here. Play $5, get $50 instantly. And they also have these promos all the time, like a Bracket Buster sweepstakes, where you can get up to $20,000 in Pick 6 credits. You can, of course, get a ton of different promos here, as you can see. And there are ridiculous multipliers on this app also. Like, someone was able to get a 437x payout, I believe. Yeah, someone turned $2 into $875, as you can see there. So, I love DraftKings Pick 6. It's a really good app out there. If you want to get it for yourself, use promo code DOMG, and that will get you that promo right now of that play $5, get $50 instantly. Now, getting into my next play on the PrizePicks board. This one is going to be a little bit interesting here because we're going to head over to the NBA first half category here. But if you're not on PrizePicks, I know a lot of apps out there, pretty much every app out there, as well as sportsbooks, don't offer NBA first half plays. And so tonight I like Kristaps Porzingis over 14.5 first half PRA. But I am more than okay with his over full game PRA at about 27.5 also. So I think both spots are very good, but if you're on PrizePicks, I prefer the over 14.5 first half PRA because then you get to avoid the blowout, which is really, really nice. So this year he's over in 71% of games compared to his full game PRA being a hit rate of only 59% because of a lot of bloods and things like that, as well as him hooking this in like 4 out of like the span of like 6 or 7 games right there. But his first half PRA though is in a really nice spot, over in 71% of games this year, in his last 20, over in 75%, as you see there. And again, a lot of these games where he's missing is just kind of tougher matchups here, like the Cleveland game here, bottom 10 matchup. You have the Pistons here, bottom 10 matchup. You have the Nets here, who are bottom 11 matchup. And in the other games he missed, he came really close to the line there, like the Pelicans, he had 13, and then right here against the 76ers, he had 14. Now you get one of the best possible matchups here against the Utah Jazz, who rank really high in pretty much all PRA categories, especially two centers. They rank 24th in points allowed per game, 13th in rebounds allowed per game, and 12th in assists allowed per game. So the reason I'm kind of going with the first half here, though, is the 13.5 point spread. There is definitely some blowout potential in this game here, and it wins this year. He's over in 73%. If you bump this up even more, you can see the hit rates just kind of increase there, as you can see. But really, my main reason for taking this one is, of course, going to be the matchup here against Utah. It's a really, really awesome matchup for him. If you care about this stat here, he's over in 15 of his last 19 games against bottom 10 defenses for assists allowed. So I'm not putting too much of a emphasis on that because he's probably going to get like 1 or 2 assists. What I do like here, though, is how good he is at scoring points against these bottom 10 defenses. Because the Utah Jazz, they rank 28th in points allowed per game, which is like the 4th highest in the league or whatever, 5th highest. He's been over his points line in 6 of his last 7 games against bottom 10 defenses for points allowed. And of course, he's over in most of, if not all of those games, his first half PRA line. Here are how some opposing centers have been against this Utah Jazz team. You have Tristan Vukovic here with 11 points and 5 rebounds, Alex Starr with 20 points and 5 rebounds. Although you do have some other tougher times for some of the actually somewhat bigger name guys, like Nikola Vukovic, who had 2 points and 4 rebounds, and Rudy Gobert with 4 points and 4 rebounds. However, Nikola Vukovic is not the scorer that he was in prior seasons, and he also happened to shoot over 6 in that game. So what I love here, though, is kind of the three-point makes that they're giving up to these opposing centers, though, especially the three-point attempts. Sarr had 6, Vukovic had 3. Of course, we know that Porzingis likes his threes. He's actually pretty favored to have about 2 3-points made in this game here. So I think he's in a great spot. He should be able to hit 1 or even 2 3-pointers in the first half. So overall, those are a couple of reasons why I like Kristaps Porzingis so much over his first half PRA tonight. I have one more play for you in this video since we hit the like goal in yesterday's video. If you want a third play in tomorrow's video also, give this video to 175 likes and I'll drop a third play in tomorrow's video also. Let's get to this next play here. This one's going to be over in the rebounds category here because tonight I like Rudy Gobert over 7.5 rebounds. If you want to add this one to the entry with Duren and Porzingis, you could actually get a 3.75x payout instead of, actually it's bumped down now to 3.5. DubClub, able to get him at a 3.75x payout. But I do still like the spot here. I think Gobert should be able to come through on his rebounds tonight. But it's up to you if you want to add that added risk into taking the Goblin here for Rudy Gobert. But he's had at least 8 rebounds in 77% of games this year. And if you factor in games where he's played competent minutes with about 30 plus, which he's seen recently, he's over in 89% of games, as you see there. Now, he gets an awesome matchup here against the Pelicans, who ranked 28th in rebounds allowed per game at 46.2. To opposing centers, they ranked dead last. They ranked 14.4. Actually, I think I talked about this in the video like probably 2 days ago. The last time they played the Pelicans here, I actually took this play too also. It might have been in the video, if not in the DubClub. But he was able to have 9 rebounds in that game. Came through pretty easily, even with some, I believe, first half foul trouble. But you also have him covering in the other matchup against the Pelicans this year. He's at 14 and 9 against them. So you guys can just see the reasons why I think this one's so good. And I love taking the Goblin here more than the full game rebounds because you get to have a lower line here with the blowout potentially looming here. It's a 15.5 point spread. There is opportunity for a blowout here, but he is really good in wins, over an 88%. But when he does end up seeing good quality minutes, over an 89%. So overall, I think he's in a great spot for his rebounds tonight at 7.5 on the PrizePicks board. I'm not done with the free plays here, but a couple reminders. Don't miss out on joining the DubClub. You join right now for free in my description. There is a 2-day free trial. Or join for the next month for only $15. Both options are in my description. You get all of my plays sent straight to you, as well as access to the Discord, where you can place for my contributors, and of course, Discord chat. But here's some more free plays from the Daily Grind tool. This tool here shows off the best expected value plays on an app like PrizePicks or Underdog. Right now on PrizePicks, there's a ton of League of Legends value plays on the board. If we click on the refresh button, we might be able to find some up-to-date value plays. Right now, there's actually some other value right now in college basketball, as well as some PGA plays. Even Call of Duty down here also. All of these plays are very good value. We found them without doing any research at all, just clicking on a button. And if you're on PrizePicks and your favorite play type is a 2-bit power play, for example, you can click on plus V plays and filter down to 2-bit power play to find plays that fit into that play type in terms of expected value. If you want this tool for yourself, get it for yourself in my description. Click on the fantasy bundle and then scroll down and use promo code DOMG. There's another tool though from the same guys sold separately called the AI Generator. This tool is over 2,000 units of profit since last year, and there are 34 slips currently on the board. That includes for apps like Underdog and for PrizePicks, for Rebet. Right now on PrizePicks, the top value play is a 4-pick power play with a ton of League of Legends value, as you see here. The profit margin right now is a massive 21.04%. If you want to put it into PrizePicks, it is super easy to do. You click on Bet on PrizePicks and it puts it into PrizePicks for you, just like that. Get this tool for yourself in my description though, but click on the slip generator this time, and then scroll down and use promo code DOMG yet again. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Best of luck. If you want to submit for $5,000 of profit on PrizePicks, you watch this video on my screen right here.